Cochiti students, this is Mrs. Cummins, and I'd like to read you a poem for Cochiti Poetry Week. Cochiti Students by Mrs. Cummins. Based on the important book by Margaret Weiss Brown. This is one of Mrs. Cummins' favorite books. The important thing about Cochiti students is that they are amazing. They run and play, sometimes in the hallway. They learn, they smile, they cry. They throw their backpacks on the fence and forget where they are. But the important things about Cochiti students is that they are amazing. The important thing about Cochiti pre-Kers is they are not so little. They learn the letters in their names. They walk in line to lunch. They have choice time. But the important thing about Cochiti pre-Kers is they are not so little. The important thing about Cochiti kindergartners is that they are readers. They learn their letter sounds and how to count to 100. They build things in self-selection. They draw. They make number bonds. They take turns on the swing and want to go to the big kids' playground. But the important thing about Cochiti kindergartners is that they are readers. The important thing about Cochiti first graders is that they are writers. They write I see and I wonder sentences. They learn about planets. They make math equations. But the important thing about Cochiti first graders is that they are writers. The important thing about Cochiti second graders is that they are thinkers. They learn about fairy tales and make timelines. They spell, they compose and decompose numbers. They write letters to people. But the important thing about Cochiti second graders is that they are thinkers. The important thing about Cochiti third graders is that they are growing. They make up games and run. They multiply numbers and write paragraphs. They are curious. But the important thing about Cochiti third graders is that they are growing. The important thing about Cochiti fourth graders is that they have discussions. They ask why and argue with each other. They talk about fairness. They do math. They use read, draw, write, and tape diagrams. But the important thing about Cochiti fourth graders is they have discussions. The important thing about Cochiti fifth graders is that they are ready. They are friends. They listen to music and draw. They learn about yellow corn. They multiply big numbers. They write about rivers and eagles and history. But the important thing about Cochiti fifth graders is that they are ready. The important thing about Cochiti students is that they are amazing. They forget to wait behind the pickup drop-off sign in the pickup drop-off line. They read great stories. They pick flowers to give to teachers. But the important thing about Cochiti students is I miss them. They are amazing.
Hi Cougars! Here's my poem from one of my favorite authors, Shel Silverstein. This poem is called Falling Up. I tripped on my shoelace and I fell up. Up to the rooftops, up over the town, up past the tops, up over the mountains, up where the colors blend into the sounds. But it got me so dizzy when I looked around, I got sick to my stomach and I threw down. Have a good day.
I'm Maya. I'm going to be reading a poem today. 10 little fingers, 10 little toes, 2 little ears, 1 little nose, 2 little eyes that shine so bright, 2 little lips to kiss you goodnight. Thank you.
Cereal by Shel Silverstein. Rice Krispies stay crisp, though they now and then lisp, and they whisper their snap, crackle, pop in your bowl. And though you pour a tall can of milk on your all-bran, it never will turn into glop, so I'm told. And I know shredded wheat will stay crumbly and neat, though you soak it a year in the depths of the ocean. And from breakfast to lunch, your post toasties will crunch to show you their love and undying devotion. Oaties stay oaty and wheat checks stay floaty, and nothing can take the puff out of puffed rice. But I wish they'd invent a cereal for someone Who likes it all floppy and drippy and droopy and lumpy and soggy and sloppy and gloopy and gooey and mushy and nice? Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda by Shel Silverstein. All the woulda, coulda, shouldas laying in the sun, talking about things they woulda, coulda, shoulda done. But those woulda, coulda, shouldas all ran away and hid from the one little did.
Second grade superstars, author unknown. I'm a second grade superstar. I'm a success. I'm going far. I can read many books that are long. I learn every time I get something wrong. I try to study hard for each test. I focus on always doing my best. I try to be patient and I share. I try to be responsible and I care. I'm a second grade superstar. Watch me. I will really go far.
Come fly with me. I can fly. Will you try? We can fly to the sky. My, my, my. We can fly to the sky? We can fly with these wings. Such fine things. You can fly by my side. The sky is so big and wide. Up, up, up to the sky. Come on. Watch me fly, fly, fly. By Deborah Wright.
Gabriel, and I'm gonna read The Googies Are Coming by Shel Silverstein. The Googies are coming to, the old people say, to buy little children and take them away. 50 cents for the fat ones, 20 cents for the lean ones, 15 cents for the dirty ones, 13 cents for the clean ones, a nickel each for mean ones. The Googies are coming and maybe tonight to buy little children and lock them up tight. 80 cents for the husky ones, quarter for the weak ones, penny each for noisy ones, $1 for the meek ones. 40 cents for the happy ones, 11 cents for the sad ones. And kiddies, when they come to buy, it won't do any good and cry. Just between yourself and I, they never buy the bad ones. Go Cougars!
If you were with me in kindergarten, you might remember it. It's called Maytime Magic by Mabel Watts. A little seed for me to sow, a little earth to make it grow, a little hole, a little pat, a little wish, and that is that. A little sun, a little shower, a little while, and then a flower.
Too Crowded by Shel Silverstein. There's too many kids in this tub. There's too many elbows to scrub. I just washed a behind. I'm sure was not mine. There's too many kids in this tub.
Hey guys, ABRAM here, and today I'm reading a poem that is called For Sale, and
Who's it written by?
Shel Silverstein.
And what book did it come from?
Where the Sidewalk Ends.
Okay, read your poem to us.
One sister for sale, one sister for sale, one crying and spying young sister for sale. I'm really not kidding, so who will start the bidding?
Good job.
Bye guys!
Hey guys, it's Miss Sonia. I'm going to read you one of my favorite poems. It's called Prince Charming's Plight by Jason Witter. Cinderella don't need no fella. Snow White's doing quite all right. Jasmine's outliving her own dreams. Sleeping Beauty's growing coffee beans. Ariel is happy living in the sea. Elsa and Anna are just as chill as can be. Tiana prefers books over frogs. Belle has ditched the beast to rescue dogs. Rapunzel's hair studio is oh so cool. Pocahontas just got into law school. Murda is busy being the bravest girl, and Mulan wants to save the whole darn world. All of this is making old Prince Charming quite irate, because he's having a really hard time finding himself a date.
This is Mrs. Chavez, and I'm going to read you a poem called I Ate a Chili Pepper. I ate a chili pepper on a lunchtime dare. Sandy said I'd burn my mouth, but I didn't care. I ate that chili pepper, left not a seed to waste, and won that truly silly bet, but lost my sense of taste. This poem was written by Barbara Vance.
Crocodile's Tooth by Shel Silverstein. The crocodile went to the dentist and sat down in the chair. And the dentist said, "Now tell me, sir, why does it hurt and where?" And the crocodile said, "I'll tell you the truth, I have a terrible ache in my tooth." And he opened his jaws so wide that the dentist, he climbed right inside. And the dentist laughed, "Oh, isn't this fun?" as he pulled the teeth out one by one. And the crocodile cried, "You're hurting me so, please put down your pliers and let me go." But the dentist laughed with a ho 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 and said, "I still have 12 to go. Oops, that's the wrong one, I confess. But what's one crocodile's tooth, more or less?" Then suddenly the jaws went snap, and the dentist was gone, right off the map. And where he went, one could only guess, to north or south or east or west. He left no forwarding address. But what's one dentist, more or less?
Hi, Cochiti community. This is Coach Chavez, and I wrote a poem for you for Poetry Week. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Love and Hate. Hate waking up at dark 30. Love seeing sunrises and all our Cochiti Club runners. Hate having a rock in my shoe. Love finding heart rocks. Hate social distancing. Love chalk messages and kindness rocks around my neighborhood. Hate not seeing my students. Love hearing your names during morning announcements and seeing you in class meetings. Hate burnt popcorn. Love the smell of Friday popcorn on campus. Hate not checking out books. Love seeing Miss Selena read books and make it fun. Hate talking to the camera. Love seeing everyone's face on the grid. It reminds me of the Brady Bunch. Hate empty playgrounds. Love remembering kids learning to swing and cross the monkey bars for the first time. Hate empty gyms. Love seeing kids climb the rock wall. Hate an empty fit room. Love that we are all home safe. Hate that we are apart. Love that we fit better together. That's all. I hope you enjoyed the poem. Stay safe. I miss you and hope to see you soon. Bye.